What's up, guys? We just finished chapter 134 of the One Punch Man manga, only to a few days later delve right into chapter 135, which actually focuses on Amai Mask, interestingly enough. And we get our very first full frontal of Blast. Incredible stuff, right? And the chapter starts off with actually a little bit of a misleading image, but a very provocative image at that of Terrible Tornado. Very nicely done. But the chapter actually begins with a bit of a flashback to Drive Knight and how he kind of replenished his strength after his gigantic battle a while back. Which I suppose the only point to that was to show that Drive Knight was actually depleted of his energy in the battle with Nyan. It was pretty neat seeing how much power he was actually taking though, but that is also a trick. You know, you think it's gonna start with Tatsumaki, and then you think it's gonna go back to the Drive Knight and Sakurachi battle, but nope, this part of the chapter is Amai Mask randomly. And this dude is freaking out because he is connected to the Drive Knight and Sakurachi battle because he's just on the ground and he is just feeling helpless. This dude, and the helplessness, you know, all the other heroes probably feel that helplessness too, but this guy's got such a fucking huge ass ego that his ego is hurt. He can't get over how ugly that freaking monster that he fought was, and the fact that all he can do, like he says, is curl up like a baby. And yeah, I mean, that's all the other heroes can do against the likes of like Sakurachi and Tatsumaki level of power. And he looks over and sees all the other heroes looking at him, and obviously he's in rough shape after all of his battles and everything, and he's like, stop looking down on me, I'm the best and the prettiest and everything like that. And it's pretty interesting to say the least. And of all the people that go over to tell him, like, you know, it's okay to sit on the sidelines and take a break, you know, it's freaking Child Emperor, this little 10-year-old freaking kid. And he's like, oh, what? Now a kid is worrying about me? This guy's got issues, I'll tell you what. And he just starts having this anxiety attack because he cares so much about his image and the fact that him and his disgrace of like losing or looking bad compared to the other heroes, word of that might get to the Heroes Association, and I have this reputation to uphold. And he's like just the giantest diva of all time. And this all leads to a couple of really great pages of just large images, really blank, really delving into and getting up close to these characters, where he actually thinks about killing the other heroes so that they can't pass the word on about how disgraceful he's being. This dude, this is a bad guy. I tell you what, guys, this guy is bad. But Ion comes up and he's like, hey man, are you okay? And he's like, oh, what? And this is like kind of his breaking point. This is when we get to Blast. So when this first happened, I see the cape floating and I think, oh, it's just Saitama walking up to him. Which there is the theory that Saitama is Blast, which I think would be pretty interesting. But his design felt a little My Hero Academia-ish, but also had some elements from like Dragon Ball, like the shoulder pads and cape thing, like Piccolo's. But I wonder if we will ever actually see him instead of this kind of flashback thing of him just saying, hey, it's okay now. And that reminded me of All Might from My Hero Academia, where, you know, how All Might always says, it's okay because I'm here now, or whatever he says. But this kind of is like a little bit of a revelation for Amai Mask's past. Like maybe he was saved by Blast in the past at some point. And something about that kind of like triggers him psychologically. And or may have inspired him to become a quote-unquote hero, even though he's a giant douche. But you know, he kind of gets himself together after smashing his face into the rocks. And he's like, okay, you know what? I am the epitome of style, and fashion is all there is, or what, you know, whatever. This guy's a scumbag, guys. I do not like Amai Mask. I mean, I like him in the vein that he's interesting, but a hero he is not. So very interesting, and he finally gets control of himself, and that's the end of this part of the chapter. What did you guys think? Thanks for watching the video. Drop your thought waves down in the comments below. Take it easy.